This is the Wrestling Conscience channel, suplexing the common sense and giving the analytics and the insights in these wrestling streets. Because we need to, because people are lying in these streets, man. They're lying to you in these wrestling streets. So let's talk about Roman Reigns. Now, I understand the higher you are, the higher is the fall. I get that. I really do. But what are they doing and booking with Roman Reigns? What are they doing? I don't know what's going on. And I think they're giving clues. They don't know what to do with Roman Reigns because I'm sure they had plans. So after WrestleMania, he's supposed to be a heel, but the fans turn him into a face. So in wrestling, I understand you have to adapt to the crowd. And I think in the Rock documentary, that very PR-y Rock documentary about WrestleMania, where you either chug it through or you have to listen to the fans and change course. And they had to change course because the fans all of a sudden had amnesia for the last 4 years. Like, we like Roman now. We like Roman. And they don't like the new bloodline. So I think they had to do some course correction because I don't think they were expecting that Roman Reigns after WrestleMania being the bigger babyface and having a better reaction than Cody Rhodes. That wasn't on the cards, but it is what it is. You just got course correct. Now, Roman Reigns, yeah? Roman Reigns has been acting like an undercard jobber since SummerSlam. He's getting beat on. Bear in mind, this guy was the mastermind of the bloodline being dominant, had nearly over 1,000 days, over 1,000 days being the world heavyweight champion, yada, 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 yada. Part-time, no time, whatever time. Well, it is what it is. As the attraction, number one attraction. He comes, Roman Reigns. He gets beat up by the OG bloodline, which is supposed to be inferior and just lackeys, right? Inferior and lackeys, okay? Then remember, he went to SmackDown and he went to nearly acknowledge Solo to make him more like little punk ass bitch. This is go over the last kind of 4 months, getting beat on. He beats Solo, he beats the Bloodline at Survivor Series with CM Punk's help. Well, it didn't really help him, but it was just part of the team, and they're gonna get a favor. Anyhow, the point is, like, Roman Reigns has been really overexposed as vulnerable. Well, I can't take him serious as a tribal chief. So what if he wins in Netflix? So what if he wins Netflix? So what? He wins that pepper necklace, which is more worth than the bloody championship. Does anyone want the championship anymore? What's happening? They made his, your strength is, I don't know, it's not a saying, but like if you're a king, you're only as good as your army. We have Jey Uso's getting beat up by Drew McIntyre. Jimmy Uso with his broken toe. You got Sami Zayn doing whatever, trying to be leader, but he's not. It's just a little punk ass bitch. Like, what is happening with the bloodline or the OG bloodline? It's just stupid. Tell me. And then they're gonna have this tribal combat match on the 6th of January. What is that supposed to achieve? We've seen this 10 million times. Tell me what will be different. So that's just a DQ match. How many DQ interferences do we need for Roman Reigns? Where can the bloodline story progress? They only can progress with The Rock. Or another turn or a betrayal. What is next for I'm gonna say Cody. What's the next for Roman Reigns? Is it a rematch? What happened to a rematch? Why hasn't Roman Reigns does a rematch with Cody Rhodes? Where's that? Because championships doesn't matter anymore. That's my alarm. Sorry about that. Come on now. You guys all say I don't watch the product. I don't watch the product. What? Tell me the logic in wrestling logic. What is next? For Roman Reigns, who is the next formidable opponent? He's wrestled Seth Rollins 10 million times. So, who would... Brock Lesnar, we don't know if he's ever coming back. We haven't built up Braun Strowman. Jey Uso would have been decent, but, it's not on the same level. It's got very, LA Knight, that's the only person I can think of who could have a legitimate, decent, top-tier feud with, which is fresh. I want to say AJ Styles, but they're using AJ Styles as a jobber. We can only further the storyline if we have the matching talent. And there's too much inconsistencies of the level of talent, which is not great. Because back in Attitude Era, we had about 8 people who can have feuds with each other, back and back, which could be done like 2 or 3 years of storylines. You could have Edge, you could have let's even start actually, that's Ruthless Aggression area. Like The Rock, Stone Cold, and then Stone Cold it's not top tier talent, but you can feed in with the Triple H, I think there was Shawn Michaels when he came back, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, there's Big Show. I'm just trying to think, and then you can squeeze in the Eddie Guerrero, then Benoit, if you liked Benoit or not. There's Jericho. I'm just listing it as we go. So you got I've counted about nine top stars, legit top stars, world heavyweight stars, just for starters, where you could have X amount of feuds and pass the championship hot potato easily. Now let's have logic here with Roman Reigns. Who can you pass the championship to legitimately? Now because you elevated Cody Rhodes, you can Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns. Gunther has the title. We could go for Damian Priest, but that's just as a transition. I'm not too tough. Let me just put Damian on the on the back burner as a just in case, like a Dolph Ziggler. You have CM Punk who could get a world championship, even though, let me just suspend my belief, but I can suspend it just enough for CM Punk. Drew McIntyre. Who else? So we've got about five people who I think he could be legitimate threats to each other. Where compared to I just said about 10, at least 10. Oh yeah, I forgot. You had Mick Foley. Back in the day, you had, I think I said Kane already. And then you had really good stables, what people cared about. Oh, the good old days when talent was talent. But no, I don't mind people changing things and to be vulnerable and to have blind spots and shortcomings as talent. I mean I'm not talent for their character. But what I don't like is how can you be so high, be manipulative, being a great leader, be dominant, and all of a sudden you just crash out like that. You have no legacy. I know empires fall, but not at that rate. Not in wrestling law. When I say law, LORE, not like that. We're not protecting the top guys and the hierarchy. We're not protecting the class of championships, and what does that mean? Because technically, if you're a world champion and you could be a world champion again. Let me do another video about this. Alright. Let me know what your opinion about your lovely Roman Reigns. Is it the end for him? I really do. I think apart from having a run with The Rock and probably John Cena, another thing with John Cena, I don't know if it's run dry now. It's run dry. There's no long-term booking. Long-term booking doesn't mean dragging storylines for 10 million years. You've got to have a 5-year plan for these wrestlers, man. Wrestling